You have been looking for the loud version. Someone raising their voice, slamming a door, the word always or never, the obvious cruelty. The loud version is the one you are told to walk away from. And you have been walking away from it for years, and you have missed every quiet one. The quiet ones are worse. The quiet ones are the rooms you were already in. There are 7 of them. Most people have been in at least one. Watch the order. It is not the order the doors appear. It is the order the doors feel. The first is the one inside your own head. The second is the one beside you in the dark. The third is the one at your desk with the deadline that benefits them. The fourth is the one across the table from you at the place you thought was a friend. The fifth is the one at the holiday table with the word concern doing all the work. The sixth is the one in your phone where the disagreement happens in the group chat. The seventh is the one in the meeting room where everyone has already agreed. The red flag is on the way out. Here are the 7. 1. In the relationship, they start to tell you what you remember, not what you think, not what you believe. What you remember. You are sure of the dinner. You were at the table. You ordered the wine. They look at you with the calm, patient expression of someone correcting a child, and they say, "No, that was the other place, the other week, the other you." And the strangest part is not that they are wrong. The strangest part is that you can feel yourself starting to wonder. This is the disqualification of your memory, and it is the slowest red flag in psychology because the cost does not land in a single moment. The cost lands in the accumulation. Every time you reach for a memory, you now check it against theirs first. The person who can edit your record while you are still reading it is the person who owns the only copy. The fix. Write it down, the day of. Not in anger, not in evidence, in ink. A lie that lives in conversation dies in conversation. A lie that lives on paper has a previous version. You are not building a case. You are keeping your own memory. 2. At work. Someone senior praises you. The praise is specific. The praise is warm. The praise comes with an opportunity. The opportunity has a deadline that does not let you ask the second question. And the second question is the one that would have saved you, because it would have surfaced that the opportunity exists for one of 2 reasons. Either the project is the kind that fails publicly and needs a name on it, or the opportunity is the kind only you will take, because you cannot refuse. Neither of them is you. The praise was the lure. The deadline was the hook. The cost is that the gauge for who is for you and who is for them gets calibrated by theirs. The fix. Praise is a fact. Opportunity is a question. Take the praise. Leave the opportunity on the table for 48 hours and see who calls to ask why you did not take it. If they call, the opportunity was the relationship, not the project. 3. At the family table. There is a relative, and the relative uses the word concern the way other people use hello. Concerned about your weight, your partner, your job, your choices, your posture, the way you are raising the children, the way you are not raising the children. Concern is the wrapper, and inside the wrapper is a very old request, which is the request to be consulted before you live your life. The strange part is that the relative sounds kind, like the only person in the room who is paying attention. The cost is that every decision you make in their presence now has a quiet second vote, and the second vote is not a vote. It is a weight, and the weight lands in the part of you that is already tired. The fix. You do not have to argue with concern. You have to refuse the vote. The sentence is, "I hear you, and I am not going to discuss it." Repeat it. The weight is the second vote. The vote is theirs to withdraw. It is not yours to lift. 4. In the friendship. There is a friend, and the friend is wonderful, and the friend is also only really present during a crisis. When the crisis is yours, the friend is fully there. When the crisis is not yours, the friend is half there, half somewhere else, half checking the phone, half telling you about their week. When the next crisis arrives, the friend is fully there again, and the friend is also, somehow, the center of the new crisis, because the friend is also having the crisis, or the friend's partner is, or the friend's mother is, and the crisis you brought to the table is now a third of the table. The friendship is not a friendship. The friendship is an audience. The cost is that you begin to perform your own life for the friend, because the friend rewards the performance, and you start to forget which parts of the performance are you. The fix. Notice who is in the room when nothing is on fire. That is the friend. 5. Online. There is a person in the group chat or the public reply who disagrees with you in public, and you can handle public disagreement. The strange part is not the disagreement. The strange part is the part you cannot see, which is the part that happens in the DMs, where the same person is recruiting your mutuals 2 at a time. The way you collect signatures on a petition you do not intend to file, until the mutuals start to arrive at the disagreement already decided. The person never lied. The person never organized a thing. The person only had a series of private conversations that were each, in isolation, completely reasonable. The whole is the manipulation. The whole is invisible. The cost is that you start to wonder whether the people in your life are your people, or are people who were told, before they met you, what to think. The fix. The triangulation is invisible in the room. It is visible in the room that forms around you. If the people around you start to converge on a position you have not heard them discuss, the person doing the convergence is the person who was never in the conversation. 6. In the group. There is a meeting, and the meeting has a consensus, and the consensus arrived before the meeting. And the meeting is the performance of the consensus for your benefit. The consensus arrived in a side conversation, in a parking lot, in a thread you were not on, between 2 people who, together, are the only voice in the room that matters, and the rest of the room is the audience, and the audience is performing agreement, and you are in the room, and the room is asking you to perform agreement too. The cost is not that you are outvoted. The cost is that you begin to wonder if you are wrong, and you are not wrong, you are late. You are late to the room where the decision was made. The fix. The decision is not the meeting. The decision is the side conversation. If you are not in the side conversation, the meeting is a notification. You are allowed to receive a notification and act on it later, on your own time, in your own sequence, after you have spoken to the people you trust. The meeting is not a deadline. The meeting is a stage. 7. With yourself. The last one is the one nobody names, because the last one lives in your own head, and the voice is yours. There is a sentence that runs after the conversation is over. The sentence is a reply you did not say, and you rehearse it on the walk home, in the shower, in the car, and the rehearsal is so detailed that the rehearsal becomes the conversation, and the conversation you actually had becomes the draft. The voice that runs the rehearsal is the voice of the person who was in the room with you. The voice is not yours. The voice was installed. The cost is the one that nobody can see, because the cost lives in the part of you that used to know what you thought before you checked it against the rehearsal. The fix. The rehearsal is theirs. The next sentence is yours. You do not have to finish their sentences for them. You do not have to finish their sentences for you. The voice that finishes your sentences is the voice that has been in the room the longest, and it is the voice you can hang up. The darkness is the pattern, not the behavior, and what it does to you over months. Every red flag you ignore is a room you move further into, a door that closes a little behind you. The counter. Notice the room before you notice the person. Keep a record on paper, dated, in your handwriting, because the voice in your head is theirs. Trust the slow evidence. The red flag is on the way out. You will only see it the second time, in the next room, when the same shape appears. The shape is the data. Trust the shape. One line to keep. You were not trained to see the red flag. You were trained to forgive the room. If that landed, subscribe. One new video a week. The next one breaks down what a person's silence, in the first 10 seconds, is actually telling you. I will see you there.